Alright, so you are ready to make a movie for your final exam. The first thing you need to do is create a new folder in your Z Drive. In that folder, I want you to title it Portfolio. You should include the MP3 that you clipped and the original MP3. You should then go to your wiki page and save your JPEGs from your wiki page of your top 5 works of art that you love the most. If there's more than 5, that's not a big deal. So you're preparing to get ready. Then go ahead and open up Movie Maker. You go to the Start menu and it says Windows Live Movie Maker. It has a little reel. Go ahead and click on it. The first thing you need to do is click on Add Videos and Photos. Pick your 5 images that you want in your movie. It doesn't matter what order. And if you have more than 5, again, you can have more than 5. You need 5 as the minimum. Go ahead and hit open. So to move them around, if you want them in a different order, you click and hold, and you can just move them around. You should be able to. There we go. So then you can move them around. So find the order that works best for you, for your pictures, for your movie. It's totally up to you. Whatever you want to be first, it's your movie. And then what you're going to do is, let's see, I have 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to delete one. So I'm working with 5. Again, that's the minimum. So now what you're going to do is you're going to add in your music. Add music. And we want the scientist clipped. You want the song that's clipped that you created. And hit open. You're going to then go into Project, and you're going to hit Fit to Music. And you may have to readjust this. What this does is it fits your MP3s to your song, so that your video is the same length of time as your song. So if you go ahead and hit play, you'll hear the introduction, the fade-in transition. If the song's too loud, when you're in Project, you can turn the music down. If you feel like it's too overpowering. It's totally up to you. I'm just turning it down so you can hear me. So hit pause again, because we'll go back to working. What you're going to do now is you need a title slide. So to do a title slide, you just click on Title, and it needs to be your name. I'm making this for a student that graduated. Her name was Miranda. And you can play with your font, whatever suits you. Ooh, that's black. There we go. So we have Miranda's. It's not going to show up, but if you push play, it fades in. Up at the top here are your options, so you can see some different ones. If you want to click on them, you can see some different choices. You decide what works best for your video. So that is your title slide. We also need a credit slide. So let's do that too. Credits. All artwork was created by Miranda Mann. Enter music. We'll call it background music. Background music is by Coldplay. So now this is what we have so far. So you can always hit play and preview it. So Miranda Mann. But you'll notice that our music doesn't go all the way to the end of the song. So again, at the end, when you're all done, you're going to go into Project and you're just going to hit Fit to Music, and that stretches it. You can do it periodically, but it's going to keep changing. Alright, so the next thing we need to do, we have our title slide and we have our credits. We need a caption for each slide. So captions are right here. I want you to title all of your artwork. So give each project a title. It can be the actual project title, or you can make something up that's creative. So for Miranda, this is her text portrait. That's obviously way too hard to read because of the white on white. So we're going to change the color of that and make it a different font. You can move it around. put it in the spot that makes it easier to read. Again, play with the transition however you want it to enter the screen. Maybe make it subtle. So you have to do that for each one. So text portrait. I'm going to do 4 boxes. I wish it saved my font. It does not. I like the white for this one. And I'm going to exit or come in from this side. And the next one. And change the color, spruce it up a little bit. Ooh, blue. Now I'm going to move the blue. We just want it to be subtle, something that your viewer can read. That blue doesn't work. Ooh, that doesn't work at all. Might have to go with black for this one. That's fine. Okay, so now again, choose your transition, how you want it to enter. You can do it different every time if you'd like, not a big deal. Another caption, go ahead and add, this is my 2-point city for Miranda's. She could also be creative, and you could call it or City in the Sky. You can make up something creative if you want. So City in the Sky. And that we're going to go with a pink, and you can always choose more colors if you want. And I'm almost done. One more caption again. And this is Surrealism. This is one of my favorites by Miranda. So we saved the best for last. Let's see if that purple works this time. And again, a transition. So there we go. So you can play it through. And you can see your title slide. And each image now has a caption. You get the point. I'm not going to play it all the way through. Alright, so now we need animations. Yes. This is lots of fun. So you click on you can click on one, and you can see what they look like. Well, when it's black, you can't see anything. So here are all different animations for transitions as they add in. There's lots of them. So you can pick one and then hit apply to all, and it'll go to all of them, or you can do a different one for each one. It's totally up to you. So go ahead and hit play, and we'll see how that looks. You'll see as it goes into the next one.
Let's go back to the start. Running circles, calling potatoes, pencil the stars apart.
Perfect. Okay. So the next thing we can do is do pan and zoom, and this is optional. You don't have to do this. That's over here. It's still under animation on the animation tab. And you can click on one of these, and you can again hit apply to all or do a different one for each one. And it'll show you in the little corner, it gives you 4 little squares that it's on pan and zoom. And what that does is it zooms in on the picture or zooms out at different shots, and it kind of pans around and moves around. So it makes it a little bit more interesting as your viewer is watching your video. So again, we have our transition, and then it's panning out, it's zooming out. That text is a little hard to read. I should change the color. So then one more time, we've got everything. We have our 5 images. We have captions for everything. We have our title slide. We have our credits. Everything has a transition. We have our 1.5-minute song. I think we're all good. I think I've got it all. And pan and zoom, which is optional. The last thing you have to do is go to project one more time. And again, fit to music. Fit to music. It's not doing it. Fit to music. Just to make sure that it actually fits to the music. And then you can preview the whole thing if you'd like. I'm not going to play it all the way through. But to know that it fits to music, it'll show you right here. It says 131. That's how long my song is, so I know that it fits. All right, so the last part, we have to export. So first you want to save your movie. Save project. Okay, let's do save project as. And you want to stick it into your portfolio where you have, in your Z drive, you have created a folder called portfolio, and title it your first and last name. Doesn't have to be anything else, just your first and last name, and go ahead and hit save. This is the raw format, so this way you can still go into the project and still edit it and like play with things. As soon as you export it, it compresses it and makes it flat, kind of like flattening your images in Photoshop. So once you do that, you're done, and then you can share it. So let's see. We want to all right, when you go to export it, you're going to hit on this little arrow up at the top, and you're going to hit Save Movie, and you're going to click For Computer, okay? And you're going to title it, your title. It's going to save it Windows Media Video file for your computer. You can put it right in your portfolio with everything else. And it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time to export it. It's compressing it, it's saving it, shrinking it. This is going to be about 40 megabytes. You should be able to send that in email, but if you want to make a smaller one so it's faster to send an email, if you want to share it on Facebook or on your Twitter, what you would do is you would save a second one. This is the one that I want in the Dropbox. This one's about 40 megabytes again. And then you can hit play and watch it right away. I'll show you the quality difference. So this is the first one, saving it for the computer. It's a bigger video file. But again, if you want to save one for your Facebook account or for your personal use to email to different people, you do the same thing. Save movie for email. Okay? And then you can even title it, this is the one for email. This one will be a lot quicker to compress because it's shrinking it, but the quality is not going to be as good to watch it on your computer or a larger screen. But if you're just showing someone on your phone, then that's perfect, and you'll see. So see how much smaller it is? If I go ahead and expand it and make it big, it kind of looks blurry. It's because of the quality. We shrunk it. We compressed it. So it's not a big deal. That's perfect for email, but the one that I want is for the computer, so it's 40 meg. And that's it. You're done with computer art. This is your final. I'm so sad to see you go.